Your resume is getting rejected before a human even sees it. Not because you are unqualified, not because your experience is bad, but because a computer program called an ATS is throwing your resume in the trash. ATS stands for Applicant Tracking System. It's a robot that reads resume before humans do. About 75% of companies use ATS systems. That means 3 out of 4 of your job applications never reach a real person. The ATS looks for specific words. If your resume doesn't have those words, it gets rejected automatically. You never get a phone call, you never get an interview, the computer just says no. This is why you can apply to 100 jobs and hear nothing back. The ATS is killing your application, but there's a good news. You can beat the ATS. You just need to know the rules. And in the next few minutes, I'm going to give you a resume template that passes ATS systems. I will show you exactly what words to use, how to format it, and what mistakes will get you rejected. This template works. My students have used it to get interviews at Amazon, Google, hospitals, banks, and insurance companies, all for entry-level GRC jobs paying above $100,000. I'm Tolulope Michael, and I've reviewed over 1,000 cybersecurity resumes. I know what works and what doesn't. If you want to stop getting auto-rejected, hit subscribe button right now. Let's fix your resume. Okay, here's your first memorable line. The ATS doesn't care how good you are. It only cares if your resume speaks its language. Before I give you the template, you need to understand how ATS works. Now, what does ATS do? It scans your resume for keywords. The job posting says risk assessment and NIST. If your resume doesn't have those exact words, you might get rejected. It checks for formatting. Fancy designs, tables, images, and weird fonts confuse the ATS. It can't read them, so it rejects you. It looks for specific sections. The ATS expects to see sections called work experience and education. If you call them something creative, it might not find them. It scores your resume. The ATS gives your resume a score based on how well it matches job posting. Low score equals rejected. High score equals sent to a human. Now, what are the common mistakes that kill your resume? Mistake number 1 is using tables or columns. Example is 2-column resume where skills are on the left and experience is on the right. ATS can't read this correctly. It gets confused about what order to read things. Mistake number 2 is fancy font or graphics. Example is resume with your photo, decorative borders, or stylized fonts. ATS reads text only. Everything else breaks it. Mistake number 3 is saving as the wrong file type. Some ATS systems can't read PDFs. Others can't read Word docs. So you need to know which format to use. Mistake number 4 is not using the right keywords. This is very important. The job says compliance monitoring, but your resume says keeping track of rules. This means the same thing to humans, but the ATS doesn't know that. It only looks for exact matches. Mistake number 5 is weird section names. You call your work history professional journey. The ATS is looking for work experience or employment history. It can't find your section, so it thinks you have no experience. Now, let me show you the templates that avoid all these mistakes. Are you ready? Here is the exact format that works. At the top, write your full name, then your city and your state, phone number, email, and LinkedIn URL. Keep it simple, no address, just city and state is fine. No fancy formatting, alright? Make sure your email is professional, like firstname.lastname@gmail.com, not partygirl2024@yahoo.com or cooldude@hotmail.com. Professional summary section as well. Write 2 to 3 sentences describing who you are and what you offer. Here's a template you can copy. Detailed oriented professional seeking GRC analyst position to apply knowledge of risk assessment, compliance frameworks, and security documentation. Completed practical projects including risk assessment, policy development, and incident analysis. Strong analytical and communication skills with ability to translate technical concepts for non-technical stakeholders. Now, why does this work? Uses keywords like GRC analyst, risk assessment, compliance, and security. So mention specific skills employers want. Shows you've done actual work through projects. And keep it short because ATS likes concise. Customize this for each job. If the job posting mentions specific things like SOC 2 or HIPAA, add those words to your summary. Example, with focus on SOC 2, compliance, and HIPAA requirements in healthcare environments. You change this summary slightly for every job you apply to. You match their keywords. Let me give you another memorable line today. This is the second one. Your resume isn't about you. It's about the words the robot is programmed to find. Let's go to skills section. See, this section is critical for ATS. This is where you pack in keywords. You format it like this. This is how you do it. Risk and compliance. See, risk assessment, risk management, control testing, compliance monitoring, audit support. Then there's framework and standard as well. You put NIST, cybersecurity framework, ISO 27001, SOC 2, HIPAA, PCI DSS, GDPR, and all that. Then GRC tools. You put risk register, control matrices, policy documentation, security questionnaire, and then there's technical skills. You put Microsoft Office Suite, Google Workspace, Basic SQL, documentation tools, and all that. Then the section for soft skills, written communication, stakeholder engagement, problem solving, attention to detail, project coordination. Why does this format work? Because it's organized by category, so it's easy for ATS to read. And it also uses exact terms from job posting. Also mixes technical and soft skills. No fancy bullets or graphics, just plain text with commas. Now, how are you going to customize for each job? Look at the job posting. Find the skills they mention. Make sure those exact words appear in your skills section. Job says vendor risk management, add it to your skills. Job says NIST CSF, make sure it's spelled exactly that way. Then project section. This is the most important section for people with no job experience. Okay, this is where you show what you can actually do. Security policy development projects, independent study, month year to month year. Developed comprehensive acceptable use policy for healthcare practice with 15 employees. Researched HIPAA requirements and translated technical controls into clear user-friendly language. Created one-page policy document covering password management, device usage, and data handling. Demonstrated ability to write security documentation for non-technical audiences. Risk assessment project. That's another project you worked on. So independent study, month year to month year. Okay. So for instance, July 2025 to August 2025. Conducted risk assessment for small business, identifying 18 security risks across technology, physical, and operational categories. Evaluated each risk using likelihood and impact scoring methodology. Prioritized top 5 critical risks requiring immediate attention. Recommended practical security controls, including encryption, access management, and monitoring. And then your third project, which is the security incident analysis project. Independent study, both month year to month year, like July 2025 to August 2025, analyze specific data breach affecting X number of customers or users, identified root cause security control failures, including specific failures, documented lessons learned and prevention strategies applicable to similar organizations, produce 3-page professional report with executive summary and recommendations. Why does this format work? It works because it uses action verbs like developed, conducted, analyzed, identified, recommended. You see, these are what hiring managers look for. Includes numbers like 18 security risk, 15 employees, 5 critical risk. Numbers prove you did real work, not vague stuff. Okay? And then show outcomes. Not just that I did a thing, shows what you accomplished. Okay, it uses GRC keywords like risk assessment, controls, compliance, documentation, incident analysis. The format is clean, no tables, no graphics, just simple bullet points. How do you write your bullet point? I want you to follow this formula. Action verb plus what you did plus specific details or numbers plus outcomes or skill shown. I know I lost you in a moment. I'm going to give you an example. Here's an example. Conducted risk assessment for small business, identifying 18 security risks across technology, physical, and operational categories. Action verb is conducted. What you did is risk assessment for small business. Specific details is 18 security risks across 3 categories. And skill shown is implied. You can do risk assessment. Do this for every bullet point. Okay? Let me give you your third memorable line. Numbers don't lie. 18 risks sound real. Some risks sound fake. Now, let's move to your work experience section. Even if your previous jobs are not in GRC, you need to show them, but you need to spin them to highlight relevant skills. Okay? Write job title, company name, city and state, month year to month year that you did the job. Then add bullet points showing attention to detail, showing you followed processes or policies, showing you worked with data or documentation, and showing you communicated with different people. Okay, let me give you a real example. A restaurant manager, Joe's Dinner, Austin, Texas, January 2022 to present. Ensured compliance with health and safety regulations through daily inspections and documentation. Managed inventory tracking system, maintaining 98% accuracy for food cost management. Trained 15 staff members on food safety protocols and company policies. Investigated customer complaints and documented resolution procedures. See what happened? Restaurant job becomes relevant by emphasizing compliance with health regulations. Documentation through inspections and inventory training by teaching policies. And investigation through complaints. See, these are GRC skills, just in a different context. Teacher, Lincoln Elementary School, Portland, Oregon, August 2020 to June 2023. Maintain detailed records of student progress and compliance with IEP requirements. Developed and implemented classroom policies ensuring safe learning environment. Collaborated with administrators, parents, and specialists requiring clear communication. Identified at-risk students and documented intervention strategies. Again, compliance, policies, documentation, communication, all GRC skills. Now, the formula for any job is this. Think about times you followed rules or policies, created documentation, tracked or analyzed data, trained others or solved problems, communicated with different groups, investigated issues or made decisions. Turn those into bullet points using GRC language. You know, I get a lot of messages from people asking how they can break into cybersecurity. It's tough, especially if you're like how I used to be, stuck in a job that doesn't pay enough, or feeling like you've hit a wall. I get it. That is why I created something more than just these videos you're watching. Something structured, practical, and focused on real action. It's called the 5-day cybersecurity job challenge. This isn't just content you binge and forget. We're talking hands-on learning, real skills, and daily guidance. 2 hours a day for 5 days. It's all designed to push you from thinking about change to actually making it happen. Look, I love making these YouTube videos, but let's be honest, how many times have you watched a great video, thought, I'm going to do something about that, and then didn't? That is why this challenge is different. It's designed to be your support. Okay, we're not just learning, you're giving tasks, actionable steps every single day with live Q&As where I personally help you avoid mistakes and land the jobs that will change your life. Watching my videos is great, but if you want to go beyond watching, if you're ready to take real steps toward a $250,000 career a year, come join the challenge. The link is in the description below. You can't miss it. Now, enjoy the rest of this video, but don't forget to come back when you're ready to take that next step. See, for the education section, write the degree name, university name, city and state, and the graduation year. Keep this simple, just list your degree. If you're currently in school, put your expected graduation date, say May 2026. If you have relevant coursework, put relevant coursework as well. Information security, risk management, business ethics, database management. And if you don't have a degree, that's okay. Just list what you have. High school diploma, school name, year, or school college, coursework, university name, say 2022 or to 2025. And then your focus is business administration, right? See, many GRC jobs don't require degrees, they require skills. Your project section proves your skills. Certification section, if you have any, list them like this. Okay, Security Plus, 2024, Google Cybersecurity Professional Certificate, Coursera 2024. And if you don't have certifications yet, leave this section off. Don't put in progress for certifications, okay? Only list completed ones. Now you have the content. Here are the formatting rules that determine if ATS accept or reject your resume. Rule number 1, use standard fonts. Arial, Calibri, Times New Roman, or Georgia. These are safe. Don't use decorative or script font. Rule number 2, font size matters. Your name should be 16 to 18 points. Okay, section headers should be 12 to 14 points. Body text should be 10 to 12 points. Don't go smaller than 10 points. Humans can't read it. Rule number 3, no headers or footers. ATS often can't read headers and footers. Put everything in the main body of the document. Okay. Rule number 4, use standard bullet points. Use simple round bullet or hyphens. Don't use check marks, stars, or fancy symbols. Rule number 5, no tables, text boxes, or columns. Everything should be single column, straight down the page. And then rule number 6, save as the right file type. Okay, if the job posting says PDF only, save as PDF. If it doesn't specify, save as docs. Okay, use the docs Word format. Never send pages, ODT, or other formats. And rule number 7, name your file correctly. First name underscore last name underscore resume.pdf. Okay, not resume.pdf or final underscore resume underscore v3.pdf. Don't do that. Okay. Rule number 8, keep it to 1 page. For entry-level jobs, 1 page is enough. If you have relevant experience, you can go to 2 pages, but for most beginners, 1 page. And rule number 9, use standard section names. Professional summary, not about me. Skills, not core competencies. Projects, not portfolio. Work experience, not employment journey. Education, not academic background. See, ATS looks for standard names. Don't get creative, they don't need it. And then rule number 10, leave appropriate margins, like ½ to inch margins on all sides. Okay, this looks professional and gives the page room to breathe. Now let me give you your 4th memorable line. The ATS is like a picky eater. It only accepts food served exactly how it wanted. Never send the same resume to every job. You need to customize it. Now let me show you how to customize it. Step 1, read the job posting carefully. This takes about 5 minutes. Highlight or copy required skills, desired qualifications, specific tools or frameworks that are mentioned, and keywords that appear multiple times in that JD. Step number 2, update your professional summary. This takes 2 minutes. Add 1 or 2 keywords from the job posting to your summary. Job mentions SOC 2 compliance. Add with focus on SOC 2 compliance and audit readiness. Okay. Now go to step 3. Update your skills section. This takes 3 minutes. Make sure every skill mentioned in the job posting appears in your skill section if you actually have that skill. Okay. They mention risk register maintenance, add it to your skills. They mention vendor assessment, add it to your skills. Again, don't lie. If you genuinely don't have a skill, don't add it. But if you have the skill and just didn't list it, add it now. Okay. Step number 4, adjust your project bullet if needed. This takes about 5 minutes. If the job emphasizes certain aspects like policy writing, make sure your policy project is detailed. If they emphasized risk assessment, make sure your risk assessment project has strong bullet points. Okay. And to step number 5, save with a clear file name. This takes 1 minute. First name underscore last name underscore company name underscore resume.pdf. This helps you keep track of which version you sent where. Total time per application, 15 to 20 minutes. This seems like a lot, but it's the difference between getting interviews and getting auto rejected. Now, here's your action plan today. Open a blank document. Copy the template structure I showed you. Fill in the information. Write your professional summary. List your skills. Okay? And then this week, complete your 3 projects if you haven't yet. Okay? Write your project bullet point. Rewrite your previous work experience using GRC language. Add your education before you apply. And before you apply, have someone else read your resume for typos. Check that it's 1 page or 2 maximum. Save as both docs and PDF, then customize for the specific job. Then apply. Test your resume, okay? Before you send it anywhere, test it if it's ATS friendly. Copy all the text from your resume, paste it into a plain text editor like Notepad on Windows or Text Edit on Mac. Can you still read it? Is the order correct? If yes, your resume is ATS friendly. If no, your formatting is too complex. Simplify it. Now, there's a common question that I get, and that is, what if I have no work experience at all? Then your project section becomes even more important. Add a 4th or 5th project. Make that section strong. Or you're asking, should I include references? No, don't put references available upon request. It wastes space. Don't do it. They will ask if they want references. Then what about a cover letter? If the application asks for one, write it. If it's optional, include one anyway. It shows you're serious. But keep it short. 3 paragraphs, half a page maximum. Okay? Then how many jobs should I apply to? Apply to 5 to 10 jobs per week minimum. Customize each application. Okay? Quality and quantity both matter. The bottom line is your resume is your first test. If you can't get past the ATS, nothing else matters. Your skills don't matter. Your projects don't matter. Your personality doesn't matter. You need to pass the robot test first. Then you got to talk to humans. These templates I've given to you passes the robot test. Use it, customize it, send it. Then watch the interview request start coming in. Here's your final memorable line. Beat the robot first, impress the human second. In that order. If the first template helps you beat the ATS and get interviews, kindly subscribe for more practical tools that actually work in the real world. I hope I'm leaving you today better than I met you. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.